What is up, you guys? And we are back with another episode of the Overthinkers Club podcast. I'm your girl Lala, and today's topic, as I always say, I notice in the beginning of every freaking episode, it's going to be a good one because they're all good. They're all just so good and they're all so relatable, which is the point of this podcast. So we're actually just going to jump right into this podcast episode today. And it's an important one because I feel like we've all either encountered these types of people in our lives or we're currently going through dealing with some of these kinds of people in our lives. But the topic is pretty self-explanatory. The caption kind of speaks for itself. It says, stop choosing shitty friends. Whether you have a shitty friend you're dealing with right now, you've gone through a shitty friendship before, or just to help give you these red flags to look out for, that is what today's episode is going to be about. So I'm going to talk about 4 different types of friends and kind of how to deal with those types of friends. And if you do come across them, you'll notice those red flags. So the first friend that I want to get into is the belittling friend. Now, this type of friend is just someone that can never truly and genuinely be happy for anything that you do. They just always have something negative to say behind every accomplishment or behind everything that you do. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you buy a house and you're going to your friend like, yo, I just bought this house. I'm super stoked, worked really hard for it, saved up all my pennies and coins for it. And your friend goes back and tells you, oh, congratulations, that's great for you, but it's not in the nicest of the neighborhoods, is it? Or it's not a new model, is it? Or it's a little bit of an older house, isn't it, though? It's just like every time you have something to say that you're excited about or you worked really hard for, this friend always has something to counteract it with some negative comment. That type of friend is such a mentally draining friend and a degrading friend at that, because they just never have anything positive to say. They can't just be like, congratulations, damn, like I see you hustling, I see you working hard, and call it a day. No, they have to throw some negative ass comment in there, and that's just an ugly, bitter fucking friend, okay? Now, again, like I mentioned before, I'll tell you how to deal with those types of friends in the end of this episode. So the next type of friend is the distracting friend. So this friend is someone who kind of derails you from your goals and kind of guilt trips you into, choices that you make. And I'll give you an example of that. Let's say you hire a coach and you're like, damn, like I am so tired of feeling like shit. I'm so tired of looking, the way that I do. I'm going to hire a coach and I'm going to take this shit seriously. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to be on top of my diet. Nothing is going to stop me, right? And then you have a friend that comes into town and your friend's like, hey, like come out with us, have some drinks with us, come out to eat with us. And you're like, hey, like, it's not really what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to focus on my goals. I've been really beating myself up and it's not my vibe, not my scene right now. I'm going to pass, like we can link up and do something else, or you can come to my house and we can do something chill. And this friend responds with, wow, like I'm only in town one time, or you can mess up on your diet one time. You can have a few drinks tonight. And it's just like, no, that's not the point. I get it, you're in town or whatever the case is, but it's like, if you're going after a goal and your group of friends see you going after that goal, your group of friends should push you towards that goal, not pull you away from that goal. Your group of friends should be helping you, motivating you, inspiring you, and wanting to see you reach that goal. Now, a good, genuine friend would respond with, you know what, like if you want to come out, you're welcome to come out. You don't have to drink with us. You don't have to order any food off the menu. Dude, bring your food, bring your meal prep if you want to at this point. That is someone who wants to see you win. That is someone who wants to see you succeed in life. Is someone who's going to, like I said, push you towards that goal, not derail you from that goal. That is a distracting friend. Another type of friend you may encounter or currently are dealing with at the moment or in the future is the gossiping friend. Now, I feel like this is a very common group of friends. This group of friends is pretty self-explanatory. They just get together to talk shit about people. They only get together and hang out to just basically bash on people, hate on people, and the only reason why these people are friends is because they all probably hate the same fucking person. Like, let's be fucking for real right now. This group of friend is not even a fucking, it's not even a friend at this point. This is just a hater, and nobody wants a hater in their life. You shouldn't be getting together, word of advice, you shouldn't be getting together to talk shit about people, and that shouldn't be your only reason to hang out with someone, is to talk shit about other people. Let's just throw that out there and make that pretty obvious. If that is you, or you notice that every time you get with your group of friends and all they want to do is talk about people, lurk on people's shit, and just be so negative, like, go find a new group of friends ASAP and tell them to go find a new fucking hobby while they're at it as well. That's the gossiping friend. The convenient friend. Another group of friends that we have probably dealt with in our life. I know I have dealt with. This friend is someone, also, if y'all could tell me how many times I've said friend in this episode, I just realized, bear with me. Anyways, this type of person is just someone who only hits you up when it's convenient for them. And an example of that would be, let's say you have connections to a club. I'll use a club host because club hosts do have, a good amount of connections at to different places, restaurants, whatever. And this friend, didn't hit you up happy birthday, didn't come to any of your family events, didn't come to any of your birthday events, but they have the audacity to hit you up to get them into a club or get them comp tables or get them comp dinners at a restaurant, but never have they ever checked in on you. Never have they ever stopped to say hello. They only hit you up when they want something because they know that you have a connection to something, or they know that you have something that they need access to. This is a shitty ass friend and another person that you need to get kick rocks, bro. Like, get the fuck out of your life. So, out of all those friends, what do you do when you're dealing with these types of people? What do you do when you come across these types of people? What do you do when your own friend for a long time is becoming this person, okay? Now, I will give you my own personal example of what me and my best friends do. Shout out to my best friends, Rafa and Des. Y'all, I have been best friends with these two individuals going on 17 plus years. That makes me feel old as fuck to even say, but 17 plus years. And I'm going to tell you why we have so much longevity in our friendship past, in our friendship, like I said, our friendship past. And again, every friendship is going to have its ups and downs. Every friendship is going to go through trials and tribulations. But just like as in a relationship, friendships are meant to grow through those trials and tribulations. Just as a relationship, you're going to have hiccups. Friendships should also have hiccups, but the point of those hiccups is to grow from them, fix them, and move forward. So now, what do you do when you deal with the belittling friend, the distracting friend, the gossiping friend, or the convenient friend? The number one thing that me and my triangle, I don't even want to say I have a circle of friends, because I have a triangle at this point, though, me and my best friends. We converse it out. We communicate. Again, and I will reference this so many times towards the end of this episode, is because a friendship is no different than a relationship with your spouse, with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Just as communication is key and loyalty is key, the same rules apply in a friendship. Communication is key. So whenever something bothers me, I will come to Rafa, I will come to Des and say, hey, this kind of bothered me. Let's talk it out. Fix it. We move on. I give you my feelings and opinions on how it made me feel. You give me your opinions, feelings on how it made you feel. We figure out a solution. We move forward. And guess what? That problem does not come back, as it should not come back. Just like in a relationship, you want to fix things to move forward. That's what I do in my friendships. We want to fix things to move forward. So communication is key. Now, let's say you have communicated your feelings and the situations that you maybe didn't agree with or didn't like the way your friend treated you or did to you. Maybe you have communicated over and over and over, and it's just not fixing. Well, just as in a relationship, if it's not getting fixed, you should probably leave that relationship, right? Because it's a reoccurring issue. It is no different in a friendship. If it is a reoccurring issue and this friend is like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm just not going to fix it, or that's just who I am, or it's just constantly popping up, you need to dip out of the friendship. And you need to either, one, tell them like, look, this is not for me. We're two different people. We're becoming two different people. I don't agree with the shit that you do or the shit that you say. Like, this friendship is not for me. And you leave the relationship, or the friendship, I should say. That is my second word of advice for you, is to just get rid of that friend. If you keep such a negative, derailing, belittling friend in your life, I'm telling you right now, in the long run, you're going to be so fucked up mentally, and it's going to scar you. Just as a relationship will scar you, a friendship will also scar you. So get rid of that friend. You don't want to sacrifice your mental well-being for keeping a shitty friend around. Don't keep that shitty friend around. Look out for yourself first, because your genuine friends are going to look out for you just as you should look out for yourself. So if that friend wants to be super shitty, always treat you like shit, always belittles you, whatever the case is, get rid of them, because that's not a good ass friend, and nobody needs a shitty ass person in their life, period. So my third and final piece of advice is, you did the talking. This friend said they would fix it. It's not getting fixed. And you're just tired of speaking up about it. You're tired of coming to this friend about it. And I read this somewhere, and I didn't agree with it at first, but I was like, you know what? We're getting older, and it's okay to do that. But the third piece of advice that I have for you is to just fucking ghost that person. Now, a lot of people might disagree with that, but let me tell you why. And let me tell you why I hate using the word ghost, because actually ghosting someone has like such a negative like connotation to it. But if you just, I'll put it in a different perspective. You just let that person go, and you kind of just fade off because you're tired of speaking up. You're tired of trying to fix it, and the issue is reoccurring. The reason why you should just walk away at that point is because you, number one, stop wasting your breath. It's not getting you anywhere. Number two, people grow into different directions, and that is okay. It is okay to grow apart from someone because your values are different. You just have different, views on life, different perspectives on life, and that is okay. It is okay to grow apart from someone. And I know one of my biggest things coming from my own background is I used to hold on to friendships based off of a history. I used to hold on to friendships because I was like, no, like I know them for so long, but they would treat me like shit. They would do shitty things as a person, and I'm like, why am I keeping this person around? I've spoken to them countless times. Nothing's changing. I'm tired of having these conversations with them. Guess what? I'm just going to dip out, and I'm not going to waste my breath anymore because, like I said, it is mentally draining in the long run, and it's not worth it. So if absolutely nothing is working, just peace out of the friendship because it is not worth, again, your mental well-being. So that is what I have for you. Communicate with your friends, y'all. I cannot stress that enough. And if your friend takes it in such a negative context that they're like, ew, why are you coming to me about that? Like, just as your partner in a relationship needs to be understanding to your feelings, so do your friends. If you're feeling like this because your friend caused it, your friend needs to be open-minded to that. And instead of attacking you, guilt-tripping you, they need to understand, okay, I made this person feel like shit. I made this person feel this kind of way, or damn, I must have did this person dirty. I'm sorry. Let me fix that. Let's work on that and move forward. So, like I said, that is all I have for you guys today. That is how I would personally handle these friendships. I feel like my friendships are like my resume. They speak for themselves. That is why I've had the same best friends for over 17 years. Again, shout out to Des and Rafa. I fucking love you guys so much, and I'm very, very grateful to have such a solid again, I was going to say a circle, solid triangle, but I love them so much. They've gotten me through a good chunk of my life, basically my whole damn life at this point. But I hope you guys have an amazing day or night wherever you're listening to this. I'm your girl Lala, and if you liked this episode, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like it, make sure you share it. Please share it. Share it with your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your baby mama, baby daddy. Share it with your shitty friend that's treating you like shit so maybe they can open their eyes. Whatever it is, share it, please. Like it, subscribe, and thanks for watching and tuning in to the Overthinkers Club podcast.